Allegheny and Monongahela Rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Second and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On 3rd down, Pickett. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. Strong, and now it's 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taking it about the 6. Now a hit and a loose football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we drop. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
2nd and 1. They're connecting here with DJ Shark. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more.
And this throw will be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Looking to throw on second down. Pickett throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Sam. The intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down.
Ready? Microphone ball. Here we go, team. Here I come. Ready?
Out of the gun, Newton. That's caught by the 6'8" tight end, Zach Gentry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
Check. Hey!
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I got you. 44 Mike. Check.
Now on second and 13, Newton. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Josh Allen. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now a give right side. Jefferson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can...
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now it's Newton. Open man here is Gentry. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
That is caught at the 7. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up.
And it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And now look at him go. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, the 20, 10, and they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love
I was about to say, because I was saying right there, I thought you just threw it late.
Out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 2, Newton. And that will be
Kick it off.
You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning.
Kick it
Hey,
off.
why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
After this match. Yeah.
A very good return there.
I ran back and picked it up.
And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. So they'll come up 1st.
Exactly. That's why I'm not going to game up. I'm not going to be here for the next 3 sims. For the next event. We're going to be going from tomorrow to Wednesday. That's why I'm happy Drake will play tonight. If not, he would have got a free win.
Play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here.
He's going to be a fake.
2nd and 14. On play action, they'll throw.
Oh my God, I hit the wrong button. I had who I wanted. It's supposed to be big. Oh!
And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory.
Oh, I got that was luck. I hit the wrong button.
59 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a give right side. Jefferson. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Second and 6. This is caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And it's no good.
Wow.
No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay,
looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted.
That one out. That baited you on that one.
Now the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Watkins, the intended receiver. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun.
Oh, I should have kicked to the right.
Down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to take it, and that ball is caught by
He caught
DJ
that?
Chark for the Jags
Wow.
touchdown. DJ Chark with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
Wow.
And the Jaguars are
Yeah,
able to
Madden
win
gave me this game.
He's having a nice little first half here.
That's how I felt earlier the game I played in that Ignite League versus the Bills. I got dogged by Madden, but now Madden want to show me love.
Plenty more before this game is over.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think
Yeah, that's how I've been running without Fournette since week 1.
Gets a touchdown. So
Man, been out for goddamn 7
that
weeks.
portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come
I'm
up.
surprised they gave that one to you. That was close.
A shotgun snap for Newton.
Good bump.
Now he's flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And he'll go
Cam
out
still
of
got
bounds. It
wheels?
looks like right at the 40. He'll wind up getting right about
Coulda
40
sacked
there
him,
on the
bruh.
scramble. And it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Looking to throw again on second down. Newton finding his way home for the sack that time. Taven Bryan.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you
under pressure again, and
you had someone wide open, whoever's running that on the right side.
Coming into this one, that's their third one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top five. They want to climb that.
You getting the ball back.
It goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
No, I didn't. He dove.
Prior to going out of bounds. That hurts. If it was
Like the dive animation was mad late.
It is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, here's your bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards.
Bruh, sack him, you're standing right there. That's a hole.
Open man is Washington.
That was a hole. He tackled me to the ground.
On the field. Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half. Now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen, his 2nd sack of the night.
I wish they do that every other game, because these boys be getting cooked. I second that my corners be getting cooked. All of a sudden, this game, they know how to press and turn around and play coverage. Like the last game, last week, I just played a game versus the Texans, and I tell you, no one could cover DeAndre Hopkins. He had like 300 passing yards, catching yards with this man. On 3rd down, just bombing to him. Hop was catching on 4 or 5 people. That game was annoying.
They'll play it safe with a run, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Like no one was able to cover that man.
Still 2 more quarters to go.
And the one they did cover him was called PI. They called like 3 picks and they called PI on
EA Sports. It's in the game. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go. Let's go.
Where this game going?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
My man up for an X Factor too. I was hoping this game be closer. He's at 115. He's to get 200 yards.
Spend the entire halftime just working with them on.
Yes, ma'am.
Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half.
You said what?
Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared
Yes,
for some
ma'am.
change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the
Get
middle.
there.
This is caught inside the 15.
He got it. How many yards is that? He needs 200 yards. How many yards is that?
Touchdown. DJ Chark, 61 yards.
I got laid up when I let that ball go.
The point after is good. And that
Come on, I just want to see
this
his
big
yards.
lead.
So I can't throw the ball no more. Unless she scores like 2
The
touchdowns.
kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half two.
Ooh, what was
Get
that?
things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed.
Did you go? You didn't even use your incentives yet. Go look at your damn incentives and upgrade some of your plays.
Most of the time in the first half,
I said you didn't use your incentives yet. Go look at your incentives and upgrade your plays.
8 to 10, kind of a starter or an opener, whatever they
Yes, ma'am.
terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A toss play to Chubb.
Yeah, I go.
Taken down at the 20.
I said go freaking look up like after this game. Go look up your incentives, bro. I don't think you used yours yet.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
The Jags with 5 in the secondary now on third down. Operating from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. The Steelers send out their punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. .47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear
That is
by the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Jefferson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. On 3rd down, Jefferson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run on 1st down. Jefferson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down now, Jefferson, and he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to make it 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
Come on.
A little too amped up there. Got to him before he had a chance to catch it.
Another example of players in tough spots getting the protection that they deserve. Got to make sure that he's able to catch the ball before you get to him.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On first down, it's Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. On first down, Jefferson. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jefferson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator. Wouldn't we clip out the box score? Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. And they give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone?
Against the
He
roof.
steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Now you see how I feel. That's what I was telling you. That's how I ran into your ass last time. He just automatically just speaking goes madly.
Down, they decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you did? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway.
Jesus,
possession is 9/10 of the law, and
and
it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Newton now to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Miles Jack with a sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field.
Yeah, surprisingly, I'm surprised you're losing that division. Skill-wise, you're better than everyone in your division.
Running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
That's about it, but they're better than the Ravens.
And they give this time to the tailback. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that had far too much air under it. It's out of the back of the end zone, and the football will come out to the 20-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Throwing is Newton. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Newton. And this is caught by Watkins.
Oh, they switched me to the wrong person. I thought it hit you with the right person there.
That one goes for 24 yards. Newton now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Newton now to throw. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Jags grab it. 20. 10. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And they will take a knee here. Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal. And they take a knee. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? And they'll indeed take a knee. And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th and goal as they look to finish this one off.
That thing is like a glitch when you try to block it.
Wait a second, that's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, it doesn't at all because you want that penalty. All right, they just picked up a 1st down, right? You want the penalty.
I am so confused right now. And now this throw complete to Washington. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Newton.
Oh, you had a touchdown. What was that?
Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and
you had a TD with whatever that wide receiver running the street, 13, Washington. That was a touchdown. I came down, my corner got beat in the press.
Better and better.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. That sack by Tremaine Edmonds.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this.
Yeah. Hold on, give me a second, Drake. I'm ready. Drake, you heard I'm ready.
The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they will take a knee here.
But yeah, go look at your incentives and then look at your team and use them shits.
And they take a knee.
My ass got this damn 12-hour drive tomorrow. I appreciate you for playing tonight, bruh.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense is they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, up a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Jags, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, it's yet another loss as they've started out now 0-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.